Hi everybody! Today I am going to make some rice pudding, one of my favorite treats, and I haven't had it for a really long time. I found a great recipe from one of my favorite bloggers at pressurecookingtoday.com, and I thought I would try to create her recipe. A lot of folks have really bragged on it, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we want is 1 cup of arborio rice, and I'm going to put it right in to the liner. I'm using the ceramic Instant Pot nonstick liner today just because this stuff is a little bit sticky and I thought it might be easier to clean up. Plus, I've only used it a couple of times and I figured this would be a great way to kind of give it another test. Okay, and to the 1 cup of rice, we're going to add 1.5 cups of water, just cold water, and 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so just give it a little bit of a stir so the salt gets distributed. Close the lid, set to sealing, and we're going to do manual for 3 minutes. And we're going to do a 10-minute natural pressure release. Okay, so our 3-minute cook time is up, and we want to turn off the machine and then just use a clock to time the 10-minute natural pressure release. Okay, and I have 2 eggs in a bowl, and I'm going to give them a little bit of a whisk just to break up the yolks. These are fresh eggs from my hens that I keep in our backyard. Love to have fresh eggs. And then there's that 1/2 cup of milk. Also, the recipe calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. This is my homemade vanilla that I also made in the Instant Pot. I might have put a little bit more than a 1/2 teaspoon in there, but no worries. It's so delicious. It couldn't do anything but add to the flavor. Okay. Now I'm going to strain the egg and milk mixture through a fine mesh strainer into another bowl. I'm not 100% sure why we were supposed to do this step. Maybe just so you don't get any weird cooked egg lumps or something. But I'm just going to do it. So our 10-minute natural release is up, so we'll go ahead and manually release the remaining pressure. Oops, let's see. Oh, well, there wasn't much in there, which is nice. And the pin is already down, so we can open up the lid and see what we got. Okay. Oh. Looks like rice. Ooh, the lens is fogging up. Okay, looks perfect. So at this point now, we are to put in 1.5 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk. You can use whatever kind of milk you want. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. I like it really creamy. And then this is some sugar, a 1/2 cup. And then just stir that in there. Oops. Sloshing all over the place. Okay. And now for the mixture that we strained through the mesh, the egg, vanilla, and milk, we're just going to pour it right on in there as well. And we're just going to set our pot to saute and keep stirring this mixture until it comes to a boil. Alright, so our mixture has started boiling. So at this point I'm going to take the pot out and put it on a cooling rack. And I thought I would show you this little gizmo. It's a really neat way to just latch onto your pot if it's not too full, and you can just grab it out with one hand. Obviously pot holders and so forth work well, but I like gadgets, so there we go. And then just dump in 3/4 of a cup of raisins. Give it a nice stir. And the recipe says that this will thicken as it cools. And I can tell you that it smells wonderful, the vanilla, and just that wonderful rice smell that only a nice creamy rice cooked like this can give you. Alright, so I'm just going to let this sit for a little while and let it cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to serve it up. Okay, well there's the finished product. I made it all pretty for you. And of course, I have to take a taste of this. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Better than I thought it would be. That vanilla, it comes through, but it's not overpowering. The raisins are just nice and tender and moist. And I'm talking with my mouth full. Sorry. You have got to go try this recipe. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'm going to go eat this. Bye, guys.